Mr. RUSS BRAY, thank you very much for joining me here at the Lakeside. It's been an exciting couple of weeks for you, but leading up to the Ali Pali now, your final Ali Pali, what are the emotions like at the moment?
The emotions obviously are going to be pretty much what they are. It's the very last one I shall do at the PDC World Championships with respects to that. But I've got an awful lot of things coming up in the future. The PDC have beautifully made me an ambassador for them over the next coming years, so that I've got a lot I can get my teeth into. I've got a lot of things, like I said, to look forward to. So yeah, the emotions of finishing at the Ali Pali, which is an amazing place to finish at the very, very top of the game. I've got an awful lot to look forward to.
Talk to me about that decision for yourself. You've been at the top of the game for a long, long time now. Why did it feel the right time to put an end to your sort of full-time professional career?
Yeah, that's a very good question. What it is, I'm 66 now, so I'll get my old age pension. So getting my old age pension now, it's my wife retires in January as well. She's just going to do a day a week just to keep herself ticking over, to stop any form of boredom, or so she's got something to do. So the pair of us have a little bit more time together to be able to go and do things that we want to do, and then retire gently, and to retire at the Ali Pali, calling the world final, is probably just about perfect.
Yeah, I think perfect is the right way to put it. Who do you expect to be on that stage on the 3rd of January?
There's a 64
apart from yourself.
Exactly. I know I'm going to be there. The $64 million question is, I couldn't tell you. I tell you for why, because you've got magnificent dart players in depth. You've got your usual suspects, as you would always have. Michael Van Gerwen, Price, Peter Wright, Michael Smith, and obviously Luke Humphries at the moment, who's absolutely on fire. So these are the sort of guys that you're expecting to be up there. But in all honesty, the World Championships always throws up somebody from somewhere who's not expected. So, as I say, from my perspective, I don't mind who's in the final, because at the end of the day, as long as it'll be an absolute cracker, then happy days. But to actually predict who could be there, certainly any one of 1632, definitely.
We know it's the end of the full-time refereeing career, but we will still be seeing you on the World Series. You'll still be over at the Asian Tour, is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. Yeah, I'll be doing the World Series at Bahrain, New York and Australia, and I'll also be doing the Asian Tour, which we've got actually 8 Asian tours themselves, with 3 tournaments on each, with 24 tournaments there. Plus we have the Asian Championship at the end of the year. So I've still got a busy year, but I've still got a bit of time. So obviously I've had a lot of other offers coming in, going out to Costa Rica, going to India, and all these sort of places. So I'll still be about. You'll still see me about, but just not so much at the majors.
Is it going to be a bit weird having a weekend free when you're not travelling to Minehead or Milton Keynes or London or wherever?
You're not kidding. It's been 28 years that I really haven't had a particular weekend off as such. So yeah, it will be a little bit strange, I'm sure, but I'm sure I'll be having plenty to do.
I'm sure you will, and something that keeps you busy and keeps you in the dart circle, or things like exhibitions. I know you're keen to continue doing that sort of thing.
Oh, very much so, very much so. And the beauty is now, again, I'll have a lot more time to do a lot more exhibitions, a lot more other things. There's a company called Fairplay that I'm going to go and do some filming with them on the 6th of December. They're a company that are putting together like a betting style of act where you can bet against each other and things like that. So myself and Wayne Marder are going to be filming for them for the day. So you've got things like that. You've got things like galas over in Germany, exhibitions and such like. So and I work with Keith Deller, the 1983 champion of the world 40 years ago. We've been working over 20 years. We've still got an awful lot of corporate and an awful lot of exhibitions that we do. So although in inverted commas, the word retirement comes in there, I think, a semi-retirement would probably be a better way of putting it, but I should still be fully hands-on.
You mentioned some of the amazing countries that you've had the chance to visit, and I'm sure some more that you'll be visiting in your semi-retirement. What are the favourite ones that you've had the chance to visit?
Well, I tell you, I've been very lucky to have gone all 4 corners. I'm in Johannesburg, I'm in Cape Town, in South Africa, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth in Australia. So I sort of covered pretty much the bases out there. Obviously all of Asia. The only place I haven't done in Asia is Vietnam and Cambodia and Indonesia. But the rest of Asia I should be going to and I've been to. So I've been very, very lucky to be able to go to so many different cities and countries, see the different cultures and see the different way of darts, especially in somewhere, if you take somewhere like Mongolia, which is, I'm out there again in April, I think it is. Yeah. But that'll be my third time into Mongolia. And the darts enthusiasm out there, when you think of the populace, which is, I don't know, just over 1 million or something silly like that, to the landmass, and we have 600 players at a tournament, it's quite incredible. And the standard in Asia in itself, let alone Mongolia, is getting higher and higher and higher. And watch this space for someone doing something special from Asia very soon.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the JDC World Championship, and there's 13, 14-year-olds throwing 85, 86 average from Mongolia, and you've obviously never heard of them, but it's incredible the talent that's coming out of these countries, and you think in 5, 10 years' time there's going to be some serious players coming from there.
Absolutely. The first match I called in Mongolia a couple of years back was the boys, called the boys game, the best of the 5. And the young lad went up there, and the very first call and the very first throw that I ever had in Mongolia was 171. He went treble 19, treble 19, treble 19. I thought, wow. I mean, the lad, I think he lost 5-2 in the end, but the average on that was something like 83, 84, and this is kids. And when I say kids, I'm talking about kids at 12-year-old, It was incredible. It was a real eye-opener because of the talent that's out there and out in Asia in general. But the talent there in Mongolia, it was quite incredible. Real eye-opener.
How is the talent pool generally? I mean, Luke Littler is a name that springs to mind, 16 years of age, on the tour, hitting 100-plus averages for fun. It's a completely different game now from when it was even 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, the game's changed massively. The beauty is a lot of the guys and girls out there now can see the beauty of what they can achieve, what they can win. The money's going up all the time. There's lots of tournaments for them to be in, the development tour, the challenge tour, plus the PDC Euro Tour, plus the PDC Tour itself. And then also when you start talking about your county level of darts and all that sort of thing coming up, darts in general throughout the world is absolutely in a fabulous, fabulous place. It really is. And the guys and girls are getting better. Phil Taylor set a benchmark, or Eric Bristow set a benchmark back in the 80s. Phil Taylor took that benchmark and set it even higher. And the guys and girls now are hitting that benchmark, but a lot more in depth, and a lot more people are doing it. And that is why darts is on a massive, massive roller coaster. It really is. And it's just getting faster and faster and bigger and bigger. So your tournaments now, when you go to a tournament, it isn't, so-and-so's going to win it. It's going to be any one of can win it, and it's getting bigger and better in depth, and that's the beauty. And my job now, hopefully with the PDC as an ambassador, I will go around, preach the word, and go and find more and bigger, better talent.
No, Russ, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in your semi-retirement.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.